keeps disappearing on me. Like when I cast it.
Yeah, let me here. I'll get down there and look. But welcome everyone to another episode of Redstonia. I sound tired because I am. I just got back from an hour and a half long excursion to the store, and not gonna get into too much detail, but it was a really the rough time on my legs. But as you can see, we are on a level of this spaceship that I've been building. And the reason is because it's more or less the top layer of this little of the ship. And there, as you can see, like I told you guys, I finished it, the bottom layer. This is the entire ship in the bottom, complete with flooring so far. Unfortunately, it's still all half slabs, so you can't really place torches anywhere. But it's done. That part of it's done. So now that we have kind of this little mold going, because the whole reason I built this top layer to go with the bottom layer was more or less so I can have a mold to how I'm going to finish the rest of this. It's not going to just be straight up and down. I am going to put like some design into it. I'm going to be putting a lot of effort into this, but this is just to kind of get everything started and going. So right now this actually looks really cool, and I really can't wait to work on it. But in order for me to actually really work on this in a really cool fashion, or in the best fashion I can, where I can get all the concrete blocks I want and get the outside done the way I want to. Yeah, see, there it is in all its entirety, the top frame, and then obviously here's the bottom, and that's all done just like I said I would get it done. And in order to get this all done, and to build the scaffolding, I need to go get some resources. Henceforth, this is called the gathering. So before I can actually do any more building on the new base, we are going to have to go down into the mine, grab a hell of a lot more stone, so we can go ahead and start building some scaffolding. And I've said scaffolding about 8 different times. And Gunny is AFK fishing. Beautiful. Oh, and then, by the way, we are going to have to light this up eventually. And so this whole area underneath the ship is completely dark during the day. And it's just a mob spawner. It could spawn a whole lot of mobs. If there weren't so many tunnels underneath, I'd probably still have a crap ton of light. Which one thing I really wish they had on this was spectator mode, so we can go in and see like what tunnels are left to light up, because that would bring the efficiency up on the on our mob farms that we are going to be building with those spawners. But let's go ahead, and in today's episode, let's just go ahead and go down here and go help Gunny with his search for diamonds. I do have 2 diamond pickaxes because I did find diamonds earlier. I was mining down here at the same level Gunny was. Way down here, right at the bottom at bedrock level. I found like 6 diamonds, and of course I turned them into pickaxes, so it'll help me further along. So this room, if you ever check out Gunny's broadcasts, this room was a lot smaller and was filled to the brim with lava, and it still has a lot of lava in a lot of corners, but I've cleared out a lot of space in this area. So now I'm going to be getting all this stone up. So hopefully just a little news update with that new update supposedly coming out real soon. Since we haven't really explored the Redstonia Season 2 world, and we haven't gone really much of any distance. And so far in Season 2, it seems to just be me and Gunny at the moment. What's really nice is there's a strong possibility when that update comes out, as long as we don't really explore much, that we could get the Woodland Mansion that comes out. I know when that Woodland Mansion comes out, you're probably going to have me broadcasting an entire episode just searching for that Woodland Mansion, and there's lava.
When is that update supposed to come?
I don't know. I just know it's soon because they had a video playing. They played a video about that stuff, featuring having all the features out, and I don't know exactly when all of it's coming out. I just know it's going to be coming out soon.
Can't wait to
Also,
get a fishing rod with mending on it.
yeah, right. Also, I have been thinking about a lot of ideas and a futuristic city to make that port look even better. To make the port look even better is something I'm gonna have to eventually do. This whole project of futuristic town, this like a futuristic setting. This is going to be a large part of my time, but the first part is obviously the base. We're gonna get started, and once we get the scaffolding up, which I hope I get up by today, the next part will be the next part of our little adventure. It will be the first floor. That's what we're going to be working on next. Once the scaffolding and everything is going up, first floor of the spaceship, the bottom floor will be going up. So therefore, we'll see what the walls look like, how the outside will look like so far, and mostly designing the interior and where exactly the rooms are going to go. Now, because it is, ooh, lava. Jesus, a lot of lava. Because it is a spaceship, we are going to have to do a lot of searching for glowstone, because we are going to need a lot of redstone lamps, and I'm going to be leaving a space in between every floor to wire up redstone. And this is going to be for not only for wiring up for the lights in the hallways and the rooms to help it make it look futuristic, but also it's going to be for the engines. I have this really cool idea for the engines, and on the ship there's going to be 3 different engines. There's about to be like two big ones, and then a third one somewhere else. And basically, it's gonna be like pretty cool. And what I plan to do, hopefully, if I can wire it right, I need to go on my redstone testing world and start designing the redstone for these engines. Is what I want to have it do is when I push one button, one of the engines will light up, like saying, "Oh, it's gonna the engine's on." Cool. And then when you press the button again, it's going to turn off the engine. And then when the engine turns off, the fire goes away. But then also behind it, when the fire goes away, the door shuts behind it, so you don't actually still see like the fire blocks in that area. And I know that's sounding like really confusing, and it's kind of sounding like confusing to me, but it makes kind of some sense. And it's just, I got to do a lot of testing on that and figure out a really small build of how to do that. So I'm gonna have to play around with that, and as soon as I get the design out, I will definitely shoot a video on it, and so you can see kind of how that's going. But basically, it'll be every engine will do that, and then there'll be a middle button. So it's like, okay, so you can turn the left engines on or the right engines on, but if you want to turn both engines on, you press the button, boom, both engines come on at the same time. That's going to be very tricky, and hopefully I don't break the game or make pistons lag out, because I plan on having a couple arc reactors in the power room, in the engine room, to simulate like a warp core. I'm gonna be putting in a bunch of arc reactors stacked together. maybe like 4 of them just stacked on one on top of the other. Arc reactors just going off all at different speeds or something like that, just to kind of like show like there's like this crazy infinite sourced engine that's just constantly going.
It is fucking pouring outside.
But it's going
right
to be a very, very loud engine. Because I don't know if you've ever seen the arc reactor, but it is a very loud build. Because it's always constantly moving with pistons. And as everyone knows, pistons are a very loud block when always continuing powering on and off, on and off. So that's one of the things. We're gonna have hangar bays. I don't know. I thought about this idea, and I really kind of want more of an input on this, but I don't know if I want to put like a. I'm gonna have a side hangar bay on one of the sides, but I don't know if I want to put like a bottom hangar bay, like underneath it. So then you have like a troop transport bottom hangar bay, and then the side could be like for your fighters, which would be really cool. But it's also kind of like, how much room is that going to take? Am I going to have the space to do it? You know, because I want to put some storage up there. Because it's, in all reality, it's going to be my actual base too, my actual home. So, got to figure all that out. I've been drawing on paper all day, besides walking around a store for like 2 hours. I've been drawing all these pictures, trying to figure out exactly floor by floor what I really want to do to this spaceship. Because it has me, I'm like so stoked to build it. It's just gonna be a lot of work, a lot of episodes, and all this gathering that I'm doing just for scaffolding alone. It is going to be insane, because I'm actually going to be trying to build the scaffolding to kind of be easily accessible, and that way we can also walk up and down it if we need to give more designs. Oh, comment. Hey, hello Alex. Yeah, hello Alex, how are you? And yes, the hardest parts will be, like I said, that's why I'm going to be going to my Redstone testing world and building an engine. Besides that, there's going to be elevators and everything else, because it's futuristic. You can't just walk upstairs. I mean, stairs are going to always be a thing, but it's futuristic. Let's put a slime block elevator in there somewhere. And that's going to take up space, and luckily the ship is big, but it's just now maybe thinking about like how much stuff I really want to put in here. Should I have made it actually bigger? But we'll find out here in the next coming days. Here over time, we'll find out how big I truly needed to go. But like I said, right now, it's all about gathering resources to build the scaffolding. And luckily for me, there was some gravel down here, so we can get concrete. So concrete's going to be the next biggest thing, because concrete doesn't have a texture to it. It's just a nice smooth block with a smooth coloring. And so we're going to have that going at the same time. So we're going to need a bunch of gravel for all the concrete we're going to be placing in. But yeah, so that's sort of the idea around this entire build. But starting a build on a city would definitely be worth it. But lava, of course. But first things first. And that is eventually we're gonna have to put the project on hold to start building farms. Because we're gonna need farms for this area, so we're gonna need to find a bunch of iron to make a bunch of rails to start kidnapping or doing operation take the villagers away from their homes. So we can
Take
build
that, bitch.
another iron farm. But this time we're actually going to build the iron farm right next to the base. That way, if we AFK fish, we'll still get iron in the iron farm as well. Eh. See, that's the thing. It is bigger than what it is bigger. It's huge. And if I don't get to fit everything that I've like that I'm like thinking of in my head, then it's all fine with me. I'll just eventually there's just going to be a bigger brother just somewhere else in the world, just floating around the world. I'm just going to have eventually just like this giant fleet of ships by the end of the second season. That would be
For
cool.
no reason.
That would be cool though. Have like a bunch of ships kind of kind of like looking like they're flying around the area, leaving or coming and going, basically. Oh, it looks so cool. Like one's getting ready to come in the dock, one's leaving dock. Then you got where my base is, which is one of the ships. Just in general, I'm gonna try to think of like a really easy name to put on the side of the ship. Of my current base. So we're going to be building that with concrete blocks as well. And I know this episode is just a lot of gathering and me talking.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. I feel like I should have more progress going on. Oh yeah, you did kind of miss what I was saying. So, Alex. So basically, it's gonna be a lot. And like I said earlier before you got on, I'm gonna be doing this floor by floor. And so after I build this scaffolding, around the ship, which is a lot of blocks. I mean, a lot of cobblestone, because we're gonna be building this crazy scaffolding so we can actually access the outside of the ship without falling. And we're going to be able to do layers. And if I don't like something in that layer, I can actually get rid of it real simple. And then I can actually put chests up there and just kind of build like a mini home in the sky right next to the ship, just to kind of get everything situated. But in all reality, what I'm going to do to it is just a lot, because it's a ship, so I mean there's got to be like there's got to be some rooms. But besides the quarters, you got to have like a mess hall. Besides the mess hall, you got to have captain's quarters. You got to have a bunch of crazy stuff just going on inside and outside. And because the outside also is going to be another work of work, because I got to put turrets up, I got to put missile pods up. If I want guns on the side of the ship, I'm going to put guns up. But it's more or less whatever I think of. And I really don't think this is going to be too small. I think this build is big enough. It's perfect the way it is. But if I really do need bigger, then clearly we're going to be taking our thoughts and ideas from this build and bringing them onto another one. Future themed season 2. That's how it's going. And comment. Torpedo salvos. Yeah, torpedoes. Torpedoes, mass drivers, missiles.
Torpedoes are meant for underwater.
No, not when it comes to spaceships. They're a turd.
Whatever.
Because even on spaceships, they still have torpedo bays. They're just not. They're just not the type of torpedoes you're thinking about. But they still are torpedoes. They're just more of a hard-hitting. They're more hard-hitting than missiles usually, and they're made out of energy instead of encased in like a crazy some crazy missile tube. They're encased, but when they're fired, they're completely a little ball of energy that fires out, and when it hits the target, explodes and detonates. That's how a torpedo in a lot of space. Yeah, a photon torpedo, exactly.
You should have said that first.
What, a photon torpedo?
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing. Torpedo bays, photon torpedoes, all exact same thing. Well, yeah, there's going to be missiles, like I said. It's just going to be one of those crazy builds. And you guys will be there every step of the way, seeing every single step I take. Unfortunately, I did not show the top scaffolding, or the top part of the mold that I built. I built that today, way earlier today. And that is just because I didn't. It only took me like 5 minutes to build, and I did it like starting a broadcast on like a little 5-minute build wasn't really worth it in my eyes. So I thought I was just gonna show, the little amount of progress I made. By the way, no diamonds so far, Gunny. Iron, coal, redstone. Diamonds are no-go, but a shit ton of lava. I don't know how you got around down here with all this lava.
Did you not see what I did in the first room?
Yeah, you should come down here though, and see what I've done, and see how, the extension of what I've done to the area you were in. All the places you see cobblestone are lava.
I mean, like I said, like one fucking thing, like one whole wall, like literally behind it was lava. I was like, ah, damn.
Okay, well, let's just put it like this: where some of the lava was, I went in another direction. There was lava. I went through another direction, lava. I just found lava. There's, lava is like prominent in this down here. Wee.
Name tags.
That sucks. I'm really that really sucks that you might not be able to watch the streams, but at least you might be able to catch the actual, kind of catch up on the streams, or just watching them once they're done. I mean, I hope you get to continue watching.
Sounds like he's about to lose the internet.
No, he's not losing internet. He's getting ready to go to college, he says. Or Alex.
Yeah, that's right. He just graduated.
Yeah. And so, being able to watch streams when you're doing college, that's gonna be hard. But at least, the streams go
Good
from
time killing.
Yeah, but once the streams go up, they also turn it back into videos that you can just watch later. So you don't catch the stream, at least you can just watch the episode once it's actually done and complete.
You said you already found diamonds down here?
Yeah, I made them into pickaxes. Right now I'm over in this area.
Hey, look, redstone.
Yep.
And iron.
Oh yeah. Found a lot of materials down here. Starting to run out of space too. Is that more lava I hear?
Yes.
Yeah. I've been going
Go
around
back to
like
my
all the.
casual server outfit.
And the funny thing is, I've been going around like all the the diorite and andesite and granite that I can, and all the dirt, just so I can actually get more stone. But and there we go, boom, and boom, iron,
I
redstone.
might have to go make me a diamond pickaxe soon. Maybe.
We're
Probably
on.
I'm gonna use all my iron shit first.
There you go. I'm done down here. I'm done down here for right now. You can have that. Can I help you finish it out? I'm gonna go back up to the top and start work on the scaffolding. Oh, that's another funny thing about the new base.
That's all it took. 2 episodes.
What? 2 episodes of for what?
You know.
Uh, sure I do. Anyways. Boop.
So, yep.
But this is the cool part. See all this snow? Oh my god, all this snow is everywhere. Let's go back into the base. It covers up all this spaceship covers up the entire most of the build for the actual home. So we have a curtain of snow. It's kind of funny. I find it humorous. I find my ankle hurting really badly today. Why not build a cobble generator? Because we're already looking for diamonds, so instead of building a cobble generator, I'm just gonna look for. I'd rather just dig and look for the diamonds at the same time. And besides, if I can even climb a ladder today. Oh my god, you find more lava?
No. There's a lot of diorite and andesite in my way. Or where the fuck this shit is called in my way.
Diorite. Whatever. It's glitched out up here. Oh no, it's not. That's because I never put the, oh yeah, I didn't put a floor down. Of course it's nighttime. I guess we'll wait till daytime so we can start work on the scaffolding. What was your comment again? Oh yeah, why not a cobble generator? Well, but no, I'd rather explore than have a cobble generator. It makes it more fun. Yeah, I know. I just realized that. Okay, this is the interesting part. 2 blocks out. I'll still be able to work on the ship. And I didn't bring a single pickaxe with me. No.
I'm bringing yours back.
No.
And giving you some of mine.
Challenge number 1. Try to land in the tiny bit of water in the fish farm. Ready? Go. I'm playing. Don't do that. No, that is not all iron. That's all slabs. It's all stone slabs. Thank you kindly.
Oop, we need some more pickaxes. There you go.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. This one will do perfectly. Thank you kindly. Yeah, I'm gonna go build the scaffolding around this ship.
You want all the cobblestone and a stone? Can't really
For later, yeah. I have all my cobblestone that I just got from down there, so I can build this scaffolding. A giant mess. Now there's going to be a lot, like, multi-level rings going around the entirety of this ship. And I'm like, why? Why are all these levels here? Well, it's so I can build. This is just one layer. Nope, stone slabs. Stone slabbies. Okay. Go in one. Oh, this is what sucks about this. I need to start lighting this up now. If I don't light this up now, I'm gonna get spawn. I'm gonna get creepers and everything else to spawn up here. The reason I built these out of half slabs, Alex, just so you kind of catch up, is because right now it is spawn proof. Nothing will spawn up here. It's the entire reason for it all. But now that I'm using full building blocks, if I left this alone, and because of how high I am, I will get skeletons, creepers, zombies. Oh my. All the mobs you can think of just up here, just to kill me. I don't want that. Oh my god. I'm making a cobblestone outline, basically. Of the entire ship. A one block away cobble outline of this entire build. Just so I can work on it.
Okay.
2, 1, 2. This is kind of funny. Okay, yep, time to put down torches. So if you've ever heard the phrase space dock, or basically this is kind of like that, like one of those. Especially if you've ever watched Star Trek. No, they don't. And that's why the slabs are lower. They're not upper slabs because I can't stake torches on them. No bueno on torches. They're lower slabs. They won't be able to spawn. But they will be able to spawn on these cobblestone. Because cobblestone is a full block. But if you ever watch like Star Trek especially, and you ever hear the word space dock, or you know, it just came out of that, it's pretty much what I'm building. It's an entire walkway. So eventually, as I do this floor by floor, And then as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna tear down this, and I'm gonna have to tear down this entire scaffolding as soon as this thing's done. That's gonna be freaking fun and a challenge. Because one wrong move and I'm dead definator on the floor. I've currently died 4 times in this build, and 3 out of the
Funniest
4
part
times.
is, Shively's not here to make fun of that.
Nope. I don't even know what he's doing.
He was on killing floor last time I checked.
Is he?
Playing with nature. Or Gan, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh, okay. Like I said, I'm trying to get more Redstonia episodes out because I feel like I've been neglecting it. So. Well, I really have. Well, I really have been neglecting Redstonia, and because I got I got that Warhammer game that I like playing, and we've been playing the hell out of Killing Floor, and a bunch of other games, and Grand Theft Auto, and I've neglected this entire this entire world. So no more neglect. Minecraft is. I have a lot of Minecraft videos. I have Redstone as my background in my channel. I mean, come on now. I have to start. I have to keep up with the Minecraft videos. I have to play everything else, but I have to keep up with Minecraft. I have to keep up with Redstonia.
I don't know, for some reason this AFK fish farm is a pain in the ass right now.
I have no idea why. There's a certain area I had to aim at in order to get it to work.
I've been aiming towards more to the door to get it to work.
I actually had to aim the opposite way. Lower right is where I had to aim when I was doing it earlier. And that's where I got it to work. I don't know why it's being a pain in the ass to do the farm, but it really is.
Might have to repair that boat. I mean, not boat. Fishing rod with Luck of the Sea on it, and use it.
Oh, I thought you said boat. I was like, what boat? You better not be calling my ship a boat.
Oh no, I wasn't even talking about that.
How dare you call this thing a boat? It's not a boat. It's a ship.
You just reminded me. Have you ever finished? Oh, I don't think you finished the story on Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, did you?
No.
Oh, well then I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, okay. One day I'll get
or
to finishing it.
Or do you care?
Not really. I mean, one day I'll get to finishing it. I've already had spoilers. I've already had a bunch of spoilers happen just by watching YouTube. I'm not necessarily watching videos of like searching for it. It's just like a lot of videos I happen to watch when they said Black Flag, they happen to say spoilers, like how the pirate what was that? The one that looks like a chick, and it turned out to be she is a chick.
Oh, the guy, the one that looks like a guy. Yeah.
Yeah, God damn it, famous pirate.
I don't remember her name.
Oh, by the way, did you ever see that new pirate game coming out? That's not the one by Ubisoft.
Yeah, I've seen it. That was pretty cool.
Not the one by Ubisoft. The other one. There's another one coming out where it's like an open world pirate game.
on your own ships and shit and
Yeah,
water
but you like everyone has to like do a job on the
to
ship in
work
order to,
together. Yeah,
yeah,
I've
to
seen that
actually
one.
get the ship moving and everything.
Yeah, I seen that. That's the one I was watching the other day.
I really wanted to try that.
But what I was gonna say is you know Edward, the character in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag,
Hmm.
the one you play as, has a daughter, and at the end, she calls his ship a boat, and he was trying to say, no, this is not a boat, it's a ship. Going to England. Because when he got his daughter, because his wife or the baby mama died, basically.
Yeah, but what happened to
Um,
his? They ever show his son, Hatham?
yeah, they
Oh,
showed him at the end. It's
oh,
like
was he
he
already a
was
full-grown
older.
adult?
No, actually, she
Oh,
his daughter was a teenager. It was like the
oh,
last cutscene, basically.
oh.
But yeah, it showed Hatham with his daughter. But what doesn't make sense to me is why do they do Assassin's Creed 3 and
Hmm.
then Black Flag?
Oh, to go backwards.
Yeah, like it's supposed to be Black Flag, then Assassin's Creed 3.
Well, it was more of finishing off the arc on 3 with Desmond, and then once that arc was finished, they had like really, I bet with Black Flag, because their whole mechanic that they fixed that whole mechanic about the ship when in 3 when they made 4, and the whole ship mechanics and how that really was going to work more towards for pirating. And now we're getting a shit ton of pirate games because Ubisoft's making one. There's that open world one, and it's just, oh, there's so many pirate games coming out this for all these consoles and everything. It's just gonna be insane.
Yeah.
All right, so level 1 of scaffolding is complete. Yay!
You know one thing that I'm not really wouldn't be surprised
And
about?
we're gonna be doing level
You
2.
know how Player Unknown or Battlegrounds is like going to Xbox One exclusively or Xbox exclusively?
Battlegrounds.
Yeah, Battlegrounds, Player Unknown Battlegrounds. I'm surprised PlayStation's not getting mad because fucking Xbox or Microsoft nagged them about fucking Destiny. Kind of funny.
1, 2, 3. Let's see how much blocks can we place? Let's block 1, 2. All right, so scaffolding, because I can do 3 like that. I figured so every 3 will be new scaffolding. Just to mirror the other one. Oh my god. Yep. And we rinse, wash, and repeat. Scaffolding away. Oh, yeah, that's right. Good point. The new Assassin's Creed that's supposed to be the very beginning as well. See, that's another thing. Ubisoft doesn't like to. I think it's more of like creative, on the lines of like they just like now thought of it, like
Yeah,
just
but now
after
that it's going back, who would be the
Origins.
like what like it's kind of hard to explain. Like you know how in all first 3 Assassin's Creed or whatever you had Desmond.
Is the future, but what is it? The Syndicate, which I didn't beat yet, and I don't think you beat it yet. Syndicate is
No,
supposed
I
to be,
haven't.
yeah. Okay, if you remember correctly, and this is a bunch of spoilers, so plug your ears if you don't want to hear it. But if you remember, okay, you have Black Flag, right? And then in Black Flag, because I've already heard the spoiler, so I don't care. But in Black Flag, you had that guy because you were playing that one like game tester, and at the end of Black Flag, you had the guy come out, and he was like about to kill you, and he like went on a complete rampage, and he turns out he was a sage, right? And so then you go into Unity, which we beat. And when you go into Unity, you're actually looking for a sage because God damn it, what Abstergo now has they froze his body, and so Abstergo has the sage intact, and so you're an initiate of the Assassin's Brotherhood, and like you're part of the Assassin's Brotherhood who just looks over memories. He relived memories. And so now you're playing as the French guy, going through Unity looking for the sage. And then you find the sage and you find out that, well, the dude that you kill, this sage, he's really actually just, he was buried somewhere so badly that his body's too decomposed that they're not going to go after him. And so that ended that. Well, except for now, you have Syndicate, which I have not beat yet. Man, I don't really know exactly what Abstergo was going for in that one. I don't remember what they said, what everything they said about in Syndicate that Abstergo was doing in that one. Because
No, the
they
only
pretty much
reason
lost
thing
the
that I could
sage.
say is to actually just play it through and find out what they were trying to do.
And oh wait, I think it was something about. Oh no, it was crap because you had the two guys, the chick and the dude that helped Desmond. Um, they like attacked some woman in the present time at the lab or something like that, and you had to find oh yeah, it was more precursor artifacts. They were looking for more precursor artifacts. And this one was the sword. They were looking for the sword of Eden, or not the sword of Eden. One of the other pieces of Eden that almost destroyed London during the industrial times. And so the assassins were trying to find it. That's what it was, something like that. And so now, once you beat that, and obviously foil the plot line of that, now it's like, okay, well, if you're going back to the origin story, who ends up teaching fucking Altair, or who ends up getting the Brotherhood going, so now Altair's a thing in the Middle East. And then
Yeah,
what?
because in
But
the
then, but then,
origins
but
you're
the,
in
but then,
Egypt.
but yeah, but then it's like, okay, so what's the timeline in Egypt? Because you played Altair in the Crusades. So in Egypt, this is going to have to be before Rome, at the height of Egypt's power. That would have to be when they did it, when this one's going on, is at the height of Egypt's power before Rome came in, before Cleopatra, is the launching of it, before Egypt like basically turned from an empire to a tiny nation because of the Romans coming in. Because unless they do classic Ubisoft action, and when they do the classic Ubisoft action, I mean they add a third faction into the game, which are probably going to be the Romans, which could be a thing. But I think it's going to be at the height of Egypt's power. And I got a comment.
Romans, maybe? Rome?
Yeah, Brotherhood was in Rome. But that was during a different time, too. That was during, that was after the, Renaissance. because Leonardo da Vinci was part of the Renaissance. Honestly, nothing can still beat Assassin's Creed 2 in that whole storyline.
All the Assassin's Creeds have good storylines.
Well, Assassin's Creed 2 is still like by far everyone's, top dog that no one can ever truly take over because 2 brought in such an awesome storyline that just made the entire game and like made you fall in love with all the characters. And like when you went and visited with Leonardo da Vinci, he was funny as hell, but he was like he was friendly and it was cool. Like all the storylines are cool, but that one was like the most complex storyline that they've ever done for an Assassin's Creed, and that went smoothly.
Yeah. See, I need to go to the store and get the Ezio collection because I want to. I never played Revelations, and I've been wanting to play that one. So, play Brotherhood.
Scaffolding number 2. Floor number 2 for the scaffolding is complete.
Yeah.
This is just massive scaffolding up and down this entire build. We're gonna need more stone. More cobble. This
About
is
to
gonna
break my fishing rod.
It's gonna take a while. I'm gonna see what this looks like from down here. Now that there's cobblestone scaffolding all the way around the ship. Because it helps me build the walls of the ship. That's actually kind of cool looking. Almost in a way. That's actually really cool looking in a way, but it's not the actual ship. It's just the scaffolding so I can build
I would
the
say you
ship.
should just like leave it because that's actually looking like a good addition to it. Even though
Yeah,
it's just scaffolding.
but the funny thing is, it's not supposed to be an addition to the ship. It's just so I can
Hey,
build
I
the
got a
actual
fitting
ship.
rod with mending 1, learn 2, and unmarking 3. Put luck of the sea on that.
That's kind of funny. I'm extremely laughing at that internally. Hold on. Ah! There's my laugh.
Wow, what do you have?
Let's see here. Cobble, 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 cobble. I can probably do another level. And then I'm gonna have to get more cobble. Oops.
Oh, there's already an anvil right there.
Yeah, I built one of those. I'm gonna need all this coal too. Is that coal? That's coal.
Alright, so lure 2, mending 1, unbreaking 3, and luck of the sea 2. Let me
Need
get some
all
more
this.
luck.
For lighting! And I'm sorry about the echo, by the way.
Ah, just fucking. There we go. Thank you. Okay.
Alright, so let's go ahead and build this third scaffolding in Anthem. Okay, so Alex said, have you heard about Anthem that came out on E3? I heard of something
I didn't
about...
really watch
yeah,
that.
I didn't really watch E3. I heard there was a game called Anthem. I don't know what it's about. I'm going to have to look it up because apparently it's a big deal. But,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up.
But I'm not entirely sure exactly what it's all about. But I mean, if you're psyched about it, that's awesome. Okay. Great. Now scaffolding. I went 1, 2, and then 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And boop.
Dude, we're getting a bad thunderstorm here right now.
Is it?
Yeah, they were
Uh,
calling for one all day, and I didn't go do the yard because usually every time I go do it, it starts raining, so I didn't do anything today with that or yesterday. Guess I'll be doing that today. It's my time.
Probably.
If it
Or else you're gonna get
doesn't
yelled
stop
at again.
raining because it's still raining. Well, I didn't really get yelled at. My mom was like, Mom asked me why I didn't do it. I was like, well, because every time I usually do this and they're calling for thunderstorms, every time I start, it starts raining within 45 minutes after I start, so.
I don't doubt it that it doesn't look cool. I more of doubt the fact I just haven't seen it. Like in all honesty, I haven't really paid much attention to it. I
What's it
know
called? Anthem?
Anthem. I know.
Anthem.
So I don't know if you've all heard the news, but Sony did their little press release of why they're not doing uh, Minecraft cross-platform, and it was a complete cop-out. They made up a bullshit answer on the spot, and it's I don't know. I found it to be like just a weird answer to the question, and they kind of like skated around the question. I don't really have all the facts on it. I don't really remember what it
Oh,
all said.
that game. Yeah, that game looks pretty cool. Anthem, because on Facebook I shared a video of it. It's like a big ass open world type game and shit.
Okay. I don't know. I'm more excited about Pirates.
Mhm. But one game I am excited to hear about was Days Gone
That looks
because that's another
freaking
zombie game.
awesome.
Yeah, oh my god, I can't wait till it comes out. I've been seeing videos on it so much. I'm like, god damn, when are they gonna say more about this game?
Well,
Uh,
the fact that like, well, especially the funny part was it was like God of War. If you remember, God of War was announced at last E3 and before this one, and they were like, "Look, it's God of War. Look how awesome this is!" And everyone's all cheering. And it's been a year, and here's the next E3. And now they show the same exact video, except a little more things were revealed with the video. And it was like, really? Like, we get it. Just release it already.
I don't know, how long is it, what, they've been working on it for a year now? How long does it usually take them for a God of War to come out?
Well, see, that's the thing. They've already had a lot. I'm pretty sure when they did like the reveal for it at that last E3, they probably had a good chunk done. And now it's like, well, look, we have even more done. And it's like, well, guess what? You're getting it early next year. Are you kidding me? Grr. Of course, PlayStation. Of course, they do that to us. Just make us wait even longer for the God of War. No, no PlayStation. I don't want to play as Kratos, a badass god. Currently has a son, and I'm currently questioning why does he have a son. He
Why
kind
not?
of. Well, I want to see, because I want to see like the Norse gods, because he's up there, up in that area, and he's up with a bunch of new gods. He's up with the Norse gods, so it's like I want to see that. I want to see like a Thor or a Loki,
Oh
Odin,
yeah, good point.
a bunch of other gods you don't really know about. That's in Norse mythology that they're gonna have, because like Greek and Roman, which fall like really close together from one another, they're easily recognizable. But like your Viking, all your Norse mythology is just a little lost, and I ran out of fucking blocks for my third layer. I'm gonna lay down torches. Alright, so let's lay down a bunch of torches. Light this place up so we don't have creepers spawning. Because that would really kind of ruin my build and ruin my mood about this whole entire build. It's just fuck. And the sad thing is, if I want to build a floor to this, the entire slab floor that I have done is going to have an additional slab floor. So I'm going to need more slabs to put down. So I have to put another layer of slabs down so that I can actually start building upwards. And that's funny that that's not done. Oh my god. Okay, so scaffolding level 3 is in progress. In all reality, I think I've done a lot of work to this build now that it's been my focus. Oh, look at Gunny, AFK fishing like a champ. Did you get anything good, by the way? Curious question.
Well, the fishing rod that I have, I combined it with the mending one, so I'm using it.
And there's an unbreaking fishing rod in there too.
Yeah, that's what I combined it with. I got the Unbreaking 3, and I put the one with mending on it that has Luck of the Sea on it.
So you're slowly getting more of an OP fishing rod.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah. Yep. And I just taped my freaking button so I could stick my controller on the charger because it was dying.
I use a knife. My knife's heavy enough that once I I switch my button around to the X button, so my L2 button is now my X button, and then I just go AFK.
Oh wow, that's actually fucking useful. I'd never actually thought about doing that.
Yeah, because you can switch that around, and so I have a heavy object, ergo my knife, and I just set it on top of the X button.
Well, yeah, I mean, the way I'm doing it, it's useful to me because then I can plug it up on my charger because I have a charging station. So,
see, I just have the regular charging cable, and it works all the same.
My cable's fucked up, so I have no charging cables. I only have one working one, that's to charge my headset.
More stone is needed. More stone required for this build. This build has been brought to you by resources. And you need them, you love them, but you have to work so hard for them. Resources. Oh my god.
I mean, at least now we have a steady supply of fish.
Yeah. Fish. Just work real hard to get my stone so I can finish this entire scaffolding build.
And I've been useful trying to get some enchanted books now, since now I have a better chance of getting something.
Well, as soon as we get looting, I can go back into the Nether and try to get a 3 heads and go do that so we can have a beacon, because the faster we get a beacon, the easier it is to mine.
Good point. Oh, I guess it is also a good thing that I'm doing this because I'm getting XP. I got a bow, I got a fishing rod that will never break, and a lot of enchanted shit.
The only thing I could think of, Alex, the only thing I could think of when I'm out of materials and out of resources, and I could just think of StarCraft, is like, you require more minerals. Damn it. You require more Vespene gas.
Oh my god.
Next thing you know, I'm gonna hear fucking Gunny go, base under attack, and I'm like, what's wrong? Creeper inbound. Oh.
I think we'll be fine for now, unless they manage to climb over the wall.
Wouldn't that be a scary... update. If one of these
That would
times,
suck.
if one of these times
That
they updated it
is.
to where creepers can climb walls like spiders, and then you just have a
Oh
horde of
man.
creepers climbing over walls.
Well, that would really fucking suck, because then you have to figure out a way to creeper proof that shit.
Even more so it's spider and creeper proof.
Yeah. That would suck, though. Because that would be bad. You'll be safe for 1 minute, and then as soon as it turns night, all of a sudden you got like 20 plus creepers climbing over your fucking walls.
Just oh fuck.
Well,
Alex is like,
shit.
yes, climbable creepers, yes. Oh dear God.
What if they made it up there where you could play as a fucking creeper? Or the mobs?
Nah. I just think
You just go
making mobs a
fucking...
little more threatening would be insane.
Oh yeah, it would... I mean, in hard they're already threatening enough, especially fucking skeletons.
Well, yeah, because they do a shit ton of more damage. But like,
Yeah.
if you did like, not just creepers climbing walls, but what if, I mean, spiders can go invisible, they can climb over walls, they jump, they have super speed. Now, what if you gave them the ability to like, and they carry, then they become spider jockeys and they carry skeletons. But what if you gave them the like crazy ability that they like glide? When they jump, they kind of like glide for like a couple seconds. This is super crazy shit. Just see a bunch of jumping spiders. Creeper jockey. Oh my god, a creeper jockey.
No.
A, a creeper
Trying to get
jockey.
away from a creeper jockey. Fuck that.
Invisible. Oh my god. Invisible creepers.
That would be bad.
That would be
Because then you won't
horrible.
know. Ugh.
No, you all you'd see is like the bubble outline. You're like, I hope that's a spider, and then it, son of a
Well, at
bitch.
least I can see the spider, because you can see the spider's eyes when they're invisible.
Yeah, but all you'd see from them is just the animation from all you'd see from creepers is just the animation from the potion.
Yeah, because you don't really see anything on a creeper, because they're green on 4 fucking legs and shit. See, what I read, I don't know if it's true or not, but I read on something that creepers are just like a glitch in the fucking coding or something, and they're not really supposed to be in the game, but they are.
It was Notch. What it was Notch was trying to make a pick. He was making the pick, and Notch messed up the code, and Notch messed it up, and ended up with the creeper, and he kept it. And in
God
the
damn
early
it.
editions of Minecraft, the creepers would attack you like zombies, and after they attacked you like zombies, once they died, they blew up after that. So they sit there and beat you to death, and if they didn't die, and then if you didn't kill it when they beat you to death, then you're gonna get hurt because it's gonna go boom. Yes.
They do a lot of damage though. Like, I fucking, like, yesterday, I survived a fucking creeper, right, like, literally in my face. Like, it was just like, hey, how you doing? And that boom was like, God
Here to
damn
be
it.
obnoxious.
Oh, it's Travis.
You didn't hear him coming to the
Finally
party.
joins.
You mean you didn't hear him coming to the party?
What?
I mean, I couldn't really invite anybody. My controller's on the charging station. I'm AFK fish farming.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Anyways, but no, like, I don't know. I just, what if you had like a creeper boss?
They're talking about making one.
Oh my god. And he
But I don't
spawned
understand how that works,
and he
because
spawned creepers.
oh god.
Yeah, just shoot out creepers outside of it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot
it
we're on
doesn't
that 12.
even explode when it gets close to you. It just spawns creepers. And then after it spawns creepers, and it's like deplete, like say it only spawns a certain amount, and then once you get it to spawn a certain amount, then it decides to like come and suicide you because that's what all creepers end up doing anyways. And if it suicides, it leaves like a 20 by 20 hole in the ground.
What was I
But if
doing? Oh, yes.
but if you
Yes.
kill it, you actually
My
get like
card.
you actually can get the creeper. You actually do get the creeper head. Creeper head and a totem of undying. That'd be super cool.
Thought
And
I
that is
made glass.
lava above my head.
No, but I am now.
All right, what is he saying? No. Oh the heck! Oh, that's a crap.
To you.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to do that though, due to the fact that what if the one time I broadcast and that happens, and like there's actually like a shit ton of people, and
Someone
then it
trolls
just
him.
becomes like then it just becomes just a bunch of reading of shit. This person said
So,
the fuck, and then it's just constantly like reading comments in my head. I'll try it next broadcast. Turn that on and see what happens. See how annoying that reader is. If the reader's too annoying, I won't do it. But if but if like the reader sounds sexy, then I'll keep it. What if it was just like that the Mac type boring voice? That'd be funny as hell. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh. Just trying to think of more bosses. Like the amount of bosses you could already build in this would be insane. Like eventually every mob had like a certain boss. There's like the Wither has the the Withers have the Wither boss, and then the Ender Dragon, and which technically correlates with the Enderman. Ender Dragon, Enderman. I mean, then you have your Creeper boss, a Skeleton boss, a Zombie boss. I still think when you summon a zombie boss, he comes like out of like underground from like a tombstone head or whatever. Like you have to build like this crazy tombstone from these like blocks, and then put the zombie head on top, and then just the zombie boss just comes out of the ground from in front of the tombstone, like a zombie, like any true good zombie. That'd be a good one to have. Do, 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 do. It's digging. Oh man, I'm gonna have to like sit down tomorrow and come up with my colors, my building blocks that I'm gonna be using on the outside of the ship. That way I can gather the resources for those as well. I know red's gonna be one of them. Black's gonna be another one. A gray is gonna be another one. Just for concrete, because it's on the outside. And I might do wool to kind of give it a little more texture as well. Maybe. I mean, we'll see. Who knows? I might just leave the entire thing concrete.
Oh.
And comments. That's crazy. Yeah, modded Minecrafts are like insane. And yeah, that'd be super cool. Have a modded Minecraft world.
Yeah, if they ever decide to let Mojang put mods on console.
You know, it'd be a it's a crazy thing you could do. What if you could build like a mob that, if done right, you could have it like attack a player, like an assassin mob that you can build to attack other players for you. And it's not gonna be like one of those like really difficult things to kill, but like if you do kill it, it tells you who sent it, so you can be like, ah, motherfucker, I got you. Trying to assassinate me, are we? I don't know. Random thoughts in my head.
Holy shit. Big Travis. Fucking people of Dying Light are giving us free DLCs within the next 12 months.
I uninstalled it. I needed space for GTA.
Hey,
I figured you had deleting art for running game. That's enough, because that thing takes a lot of gigs.
Art
27, it's not that bad.
Hey, Spartan.
Hey, yeah, so,
Can you see my house from your house?
I'm currently not in my house right now. I'm mining.
Giant spaceship. Just step outside your house and just look over to see a giant spaceship just out above my home. That's not even built. Nowhere near completion. In the early stages of development. Yep.
After this?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah. Like I said, modded Minecraft is just insane. The only thing that modded Minecraft is like crazy. One thing that modded Minecraft that kind of turns me off about it is the fact that there'll be like so many more updates than currently done on Minecraft, and then there's like so much content on there already, but then they add even more. Or if you had something working one way, they broke it and now it's not working that way anymore. I don't know. It's
See
like,
what's coming to Xbox One?
what besides
Players on
everything?
Battleground?
No, Minecraft is cross-playing with them.
Yeah, we already know that.
Yeah, we already know Sony's.
And they get everything that PC pretty much has.
That's because they're able to play with PC.
Yeah, the crossplay. Yeah, and PlayStation isn't gonna do that.
Yeah, because PlayStation isn't in charge because they don't own Minecraft, so they aren't in charge of the crossplay. Ergo, they're not the ones doing it. They're not the ones. They don't care. It's stupid because they're afraid of their sales. I know it's like they're afraid of their sales plummeting because it's going to be like, oh, well, if we can cross-platform, it doesn't matter what platform we get. You know, more people, and they're like, oh, maybe more people will buy Xbox. Well, with them shutting like the door to being able to play with a bunch of friends on different consoles and on like the computer and on the Nintendo and on the fucking PlayStation, you really kind of like screwed yourself because now if you make another console or like when we finally go to the next gen to the PS5 and the Xbox whatever it is, when we finally go to that route, it's not gonna follow. You're gonna see a decline in sales because everyone's gonna be like, why buy a PlayStation if we can't cross platform?
Yeah, exactly. That's
It's
why
like
I'm looking at
it's
getting.
like I like my PlayStation friends, but you know what? If I can't cross platform with if I want to play on a computer, and if you guys want to play on place, and you guys want to play on this on a console, then we still can't play together. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking at getting an Xbox One eventually.
Yeah, and what really sucks is one of the things I really wanted for the PlayStation was Realms. I really wanted Realms because then that way anyone can jump on Minecraft. Whoever we let on Realms, because you have to let them on pretty much. When you do it, when you make a realm, you have to like invite them to the realm, and then once they're invited and they're actually in, then they can actually play in the realm whenever they please. And then that server is always ongoing. So if it's like, oh, I want to play Minecraft, well, I don't want to play Minecraft. Well, cool. Then I'll just jump on the server and go play around for a little bit. That's what I wanted. I wanted that like a feature to come
Yeah.
out, like more than anything, and it's just shaft.
Exactly.
Fucking shafted all over again.
Yes, I see your house. I see you walking actually.
Oh, really? You actually see me up here?
Yeah, I
I
could
can
see like
barely, like, I
a
can
white.
barely see your home.
You're white. You're like all white in outline.
And like, I can
But
barely
I
see your
see you.
home in the corner.
I see you like your little ghost figure walking back across. I just see you staring. Yeah, staring at me.
This huge building up in the sky.
Hmm.
And by the way, what I'm on isn't actually the ship. It's just the scaffolding for me to build the outside of it.
Nice. It
Yeah, I
looks
have the
tiny.
floors
Weird.
done. Oh yeah, that's because you're like at a fucking distance. I actually want to see what it looks like from your distance now. I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna look at it from your distance.
Okay.
But no, I mean, it does. It's huge though. This thing is massive. If you actually come over to our place, this fucking thing is ridiculously long. Giant boat-looking ship, spaceship, and a spaceship of demons. But I'm definitely gonna like put a name down on the side for like the ship. I'll spell it out in like concrete. Put it down on the side. That way you know this is the Redstone or something like that. Something cool. But I'll figure it out. Alright, so we're gonna head over to Spartans to see kind of how this whole thing's progressing. By the way, Spartan, I'm really liking how your house is coming along, guy. I know you haven't been on in a minute, so you haven't been able to update, but definitely liking it so far. Definitely like a little intimidating fort.
Oh no,
Oh
I'm out of
wow.
sand. Yeah.
This is a really cool home. I like the way you're doing this.
I'm proud so far.
Oh wow. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Oh, yeah,
What?
you don't see like the back end of it, dude. It's longer
Oh no,
than
I was further out. I was down on my garden.
yeah, well like even there you probably won't now
Yeah, you gotta jump.
or just build up. Yeah, you don't see the rest of the ship. It goes back farther. So
Yeah.
right now you just see like a tiny portion of it, and in fact it goes out quite a ways, but you can see the scaffolding. Yeah, because you don't even see the back of it where like it comes like it closes in on itself. Yeah, you don't. You only get a small picture of a bigger ship. Oh, holy crap, that's so cool. Giant ship in the freaking distance. This is cool. And we still have so many more layers of the scaffolding just to put on so we can actually build the fucker. So much work. And I built that pretty high up, so but that top layer was just a top layer, so we'll see how this goes. But it's definitely looking pretty interesting, to say the least, especially from ground level. That's freaking cool. I really can't wait for the rest of this to be done.
I can't wait for mine to be done.
Like if you don't have the house in like the area, so crazy. Wow. Jeez.
Alright, I need to go get some.
Oh my god, I really need to like pop this ankle back in place or something, because that's bugging the hell out of me. Oh, fuck, that hurts. Alright, guys. This has been a fun episode. I'm gonna just continue gathering resources. And then by tomorrow, I'll give you a little progress update on this as I continue to start for 1. Hopefully tomorrow I'll start for 1. And I'm gonna try to do a lot more resource gathering in between now and then. And actually hopefully get the color palettes. Or maybe I might just take a break on that and design the engines and maybe give you a little rundown of how the engines are actually going to be working in the ship. Maybe you'll see my Redstone world as it stands. That'd be something cool to do. I'll figure it out. But this has been a very eventful Redstonia episode, and we have got 3 levels and a whole shit ton more to go for scaffolding. But it's looking good. I really can't wait. And we will see you all in the next episode. So until then, you all have a safe night.